Wait, don't scroll. Something divine is pulling you here. You didn't click this by accident. Heaven just whispered your name again. Archangel Michael has been crying, not from sadness, but because of how deeply he cares for you and how many times you've ignored the signs. But this is the final attempt. He said, say their name loud enough so their soul hears it. So I am right now. Your soul knows what's happening. You feel the pressure in your chest. The strange silence that showed up today that isn't random. That's a spiritual presence. And this message isn't just words. It's an intervention from the Archangel himself. Go ahead, subscribe now if your heart feels something moving. This channel is your direct line to angelic guidance. And yes, they are watching who listens. Michael is watching too. When you hit that button, something sacred activates. This is not for views. This is for you. Not everyone is chosen to receive this. Now listen closely. Archangel Michael is crying loudly because you have ignored this message for too long. Yes, you. He tried to reach you in your dreams last night. He left whispers on your window. He sent you signals in songs, feathers, numbers, and still you scrolled past. But this time, heaven is desperate. This isn't a normal message. It's an emergency. A millionaire has taken a sudden interest in you. And I know how insane that sounds, but wait. Heaven saw it. Michael saw it. This person isn't just rich with money. They're rich in influence, power. And guess what? They saw something about you that made their world pause. They were shocked. You did something without knowing that made them obsessed, curious, pulled, and now they want to change your life. But they're scared, too. Scared you won't believe it. Scared you'll walk away. And honestly, Michael is scared, too. Because he knows how often you've walked away from blessings thinking they were scams or too good to be true. But not this one. No, this one was divine. This one was heaven approved. You're not just someone. You're chosen. But every time you scroll away from these messages, something closes. Something delays. And heaven can't keep holding the gates open forever. Michael said, tell them this is the last opening before the shift. You feel that, don't you? That inner alarm, that pull to keep reading. It's because the person you are about to meet will not only change your physical world, but your emotional world, your heart, your future. They aren't just rich in money. They're rich in answers. And here's the real twist. They knew you in a past life. You saved them once, and now it's their turn to save you. Michael is crying because you almost missed this divine reunion. He saw the sadness you've been hiding, the rejection, the quiet nights you prayed, but no one responded. And now, finally, he got permission to break the silence. This millionaire didn't find you by chance. Heaven placed your name on their path. They saw you through someone's phone. A photo, a video, and their reaction. Who is this? Why do I feel like I know them? Then chills, dreams, memories they couldn't explain. And now their soul has been burning to reach you. Michael said their entire destiny is about to shift if they just open this one message. That's why he's crying. Because you almost missed the moment your soul's been waiting for across lifetimes. You were meant to receive this at this very second. That isn't fiction. It's divine timing. Michael literally delayed this message 2 days just to reach you now. And if you've read this far, you've passed the first test. But there's more deeper, holier. Michael says, don't blink. Don't scroll. Don't breathe until you've heard this, because what's coming next will make your heart freeze. This millionaire, they aren't who you think. They're not wearing suits, not living in skyscrapers. They look ordinary. They blend in, but inside they carry a kingdom. And heaven whispered your name into their dreams. And my child, when heaven begins to whisper your name into someone's path, it also begins to guide you toward the preparation needed to receive what is coming. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comments below. And remember, when two souls are being aligned by heaven, preparation always comes before manifestation. They've been searching for you. Not for days, not for weeks, for lifetimes. Yes, lifetimes. There's something you carry. Something ancient, a blessing, a soul key. And the moment their spirit felt yours nearby, even through a screen, they remembered the ache, the bond, the unfinished miracle. And they were shocked. Not because you're perfect, but because your presence reminded them of something they forgot, who they truly are. Michael has been guarding your timeline. He sees how many people try to break you, mock you, ruin you. And still you shine. Still you open your heart to love. That's why this gift is arriving. That's why this moment is sacred. But you must understand one thing. If you ignore this again, heaven will be forced to hand this miracle to someone else. No guilt, no threat, just prophecy. There's a window. And this is it. Even now, Michael is kneeling beside you, whispering your name. Not shouting, not commanding, whispering, because heaven honors free will. But he's also scared because he knows if you leave now, something irreversible might happen. The millionaire has been holding back one thing they saw about you, and it's going to shock you. They saw your future. Not in a dream, in a vision, a waking moment where everything around them froze and your face appeared. At first they thought they were hallucinating, but the moment repeated again, and then a feather fell near their feet. They looked up. There was no bird, no breeze, just a whisper in the wind. You found them. And now they're waiting. They're watching you. Not in a scary way, but in a divine way, because their soul is terrified to approach the one person who holds the power to heal them. Yes, you. You're the medicine to their heartbreak. You're the answer to their prayer, and they're the one holding the keys to your next destiny gate. Michael says, the reason you've been feeling strange lately, the dizziness, the sadness, the emotional waves, is because this soul bond is vibrating now. They're near and spirit feels it before your mind catches up. Do not brush this off. Do not joke. Do not say, this isn't for me. It is. It is for you right now. You have no idea how many angels have been working non-stop just to align you two. But if you walk away from this, they won't force it again. Michael said, let this be the final whisper. If they listen, the door opens. If they skip, we move on. Please don't skip. Take a breath. Let this sentence hit you like lightning. There's someone alive right now. Heart racing because your name keeps appearing in their dreams and they've been silently praying for a sign. This message I sign. Now pause. Hear me clearly. If your heart has fluttered, if your body feels warm, if your eyes are tearing up for no reason, that's heaven confirming. You aren't reading this. You're remembering this because your soul agreed to this moment before you were born. And just when you feel like you can't take it anymore, here's where I stop you for something powerful. Take 2 seconds and subscribe to this channel right now. You don't realize it, but your simple action, clicking that button, signals to heaven that you're ready. This is your soul saying yes. Don't miss the proof. Archangel Michael is watching who responds to this. And I'm being told right now as you're reading this, if you subscribe within the next few seconds, something in your life will shift in 7 days. Watch what happens. But don't delay. Do it now. Back to your message. The person who's about to appear in your life won't introduce themselves as a millionaire. They'll come gently, softly, like a whisper. They might ask for help or offer help, but it won't be loud. And here's why. It's a test. Not for them, for you. Heaven wants to know, will you recognize the gift even when it doesn't come wrapped in gold? Michael says this, the miracle won't knock loudly. It will stand quietly at your door until you answer with faith. And you've done it before. You felt magic and ignored it. You've sensed beauty and turned away. But this time, don't. Please. Don't. They were sent to accelerate your purpose. You have something inside you that hasn't even been unlocked yet. A voice, a gift, a glow. And this person, they were shown that power in a vision. They saw you standing in light surrounded by angels and they wept because it was the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. They don't want your money. They don't want your body. They want to remember with you. They want to finish a story you started together 300 years ago. And Archangel Michael confirms it with one sentence. You are the key to their next life chapter. And they are the flame to light your path. Still here. Good. That means you're ready. Now, let's go deeper. What if I told you this person was about to walk away from their entire life just to get a second of your time? What if I told you they've already made that decision, but are just waiting for heaven's green light to appear? And guess what? That green light was this message. You are their green light. The moment you opened this video, the gates began to shift. And somewhere miles away, a soul who's connected to you felt it. They stopped, looked up, and said, something just changed. That's how divine timing works. So now the question is, will you answer? Will you open the door Michael is begging you to? Will you believe what your spirit already knows is true? Because right now your whole life is being rearranged in the spiritual realm. People are talking about you. Your name is on a divine list. Your photo is in the hands of a soul who's wondering how heaven made someone like you. Michael saw you crying last week. He heard the question in your heart. Does anyone even see me? And this message is your answer. Yes. Heaven sees you. Angels see you. That person sees you. You are not invisible anymore. In fact, you never were. You were just being hidden until the right soul arrived to protect what others broke. They are coming now. They were delayed because you kept skipping your signals. But today, something is different. Today, your soul is tired of running. And Michael, he's crying again. But now it's tears of hope because you're finally listening. You're finally waking up to your power. You're finally saying yes to the miracle that's been circling your house like a dove. And now heaven is opening the next part. You have no idea how many obstacles heaven had to clear just to get this message in front of you. There were forces trying to stop it. Devices freezing, distractions arriving. Notifications pulling you away. But you stayed. That alone opened something. Michael whispered, "My child has stayed. Now I can speak freely." He's waited years for this moment. You don't know this, but on the day you were born, there was a divine seal placed on your heart. A prophecy. You would meet a soul in this lifetime who would bring back a part of you that went missing long ago. A soul that remembers your voice before you ever even spoke. And that soul, that's the millionaire. But not because of their bank account, because of their spirit. Their soul is wealthy with love, with longing, with recognition, with truth. They saw something in you that reminded them of the heavens they forgot. You awakened them. Michael says they've been searching every night for signs of you. They've even whispered your name without knowing where it came from. In the quiet of their car, in the shower, in crowds, the name just appears yours. And they smile, not understanding why their soul keeps pulling them toward a stranger. You are not a stranger. You are a memory wrapped in skin. A soul they never forgot. But they need one thing before they come forward. They need heaven's permission. And heaven needs your decision. Yes, you reading this because free will is powerful. Even angels can't override it. That's why Michael had to wait for you to stop scrolling, pause, breathe, and say in your heart, "I'm ready." Are you? If your eyes are watering, your chest is heavy, and your heart feels like it's being hugged from the inside, yes, you are ready. You've just spiritually unlocked the second gate. That gate was sealed until you arrived at this paragraph. Look how far you've come. And we're not done yet. Michael is still beside you. He's not just an angel of protection. He's your voice in the council of heaven. When you were crying and you thought no one cared, Michael spoke your name to God. He fought for you. He defended your destiny when others tried to delay it. He held your miracle in his hands and begged heaven, "Please, one more time, let me try again." And heaven agreed, but only once more. This is that time. The millionaire you are destined to meet isn't just going to offer you something material. They will awaken something in you, the version of you that has been asleep. They'll bring you back to life in a way no one else ever has. They will say things that make your body stop. Their voice will feel familiar. Their energy will make you feel like you're looking at yourself from another world because you are. Michael said it best. This is no ordinary love. This is an ancient reunion, a divine rebonding of two souls chosen before time. Still with me? Good. Because now it gets deeper. They almost lost you. Yes, almost. There was a moment just 72 hours ago when you were about to give up. You thought no one cared. You whispered something like, "God, if you don't send me a sign soon, I'm done." Michael heard that. And that's why he sent this. He told the angels, "Stop everything. Put this message in their path. Let them see what heaven is doing before they walk away from their miracle." And now you know you were never crazy. You were never asking for too much. You were asking for the one thing your soul remembered before it forgot. A love that makes the stars bow. A connection that makes even angels weep. And now you're close. So close you can feel it in your sleep. The signs have already started appearing. Songs that repeat. A stranger's name that keeps coming up. A place in your dreams you've never seen but somehow know. That's not fantasy. That's memory. That's God peeling back the veil. Let me reveal this now. This person already saw a glimpse of your future together. They had a flash while pouring coffee. A mental image of two hands holding each other on a balcony. Laughter, peace, a home. And when the image faded, they sat there stunned, thinking, who was that? It was you. Their soul saw yours before their mind could catch up. Michael confirms, this vision was not a dream. It was a pre-approval. Heaven sent them a preview of what's to come. Only if you say yes. So, here's your choice right now. You can scroll away and go back to the noise of the world, or you can whisper, yes, I accept. And that soft whisper will echo into the heavens. It will activate the next step. It will send the final confirmation to the one who's watching for the green light. And that's when things get wild. After that, yes, you'll see changes within 7 days. A strange coincidence, a random message, a repeated name, a sudden opportunity. These won't be accidents. These will be signals, your signals. But don't expect fireworks. Expect alignment. Heaven is gentle with those who've been through too much. Michael wants you to feel safe, not shocked. He says, the miracle will knock softly, but if they answer, it will change everything. And now the final part of this section, the secret that will make your heart shake. This person, they've been watching your light from afar. They've been following the glow, the grace, the pain behind your smile. And they asked heaven, how is this soul still standing after everything? The answer came in one sentence: because they're not standing alone. Michael's been with them. And now Michael is saying this is the moment they stop surviving and start receiving. And my child, when heaven moves you from survival into receiving, it also begins to show you the steps you must take so you can hold what is coming without fear or confusion. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. And remember, when heaven moves you from survival into receiving, it never overwhelms you, it prepares you to sustain it. Are you ready to receive? Breathe. Take a moment. Let your whole being say yes. Because what's coming next is not just a miracle. It's the restoration of everything you lost. Imagine this. Tonight, as the moon drifts across the sky, you'll feel a gentle vibration in your chest. That's not your phone. That's your soul aligning. Michael said that vibration is the handshake of destiny because at that moment, they will make their move. They will text you something simple. I know this sounds strange, but in that moment, you'll recognize the energy behind the words. It will feel like home. They hesitated because they feared rejection. They feared you would think it was all a trick. They feared opening up and finding nothing but silence. Remember how many times you felt unseen. Now imagine someone else feeling it. Someone who could heal you, who could lift you up, who could walk beside you through fire and not burn. This millionaire is not arrogant. They are humble. They've seen the worst of life and been broken by their own wealth. Because wealth without connection can feel like chains. They watched you from afar, saw your brokenness, and thought, if only I could reach out. But what if they're not ready? And so they waited. They agonized. They placed feather after feather at their doorstep, an angelic way of saying, I see you. But you almost missed all of them. Michael wept at each missed sign. And tonight he's chosen to send the clearest sign possible. This message, the final nudge, the last attachment before the gift arrives. He said, let them decide. If they say yes, bring the two souls together. If not, walk away in peace. But that door won't stay open forever. Here's what will happen if you say yes. Tomorrow morning, a notification will ping your phone. It will be from a number you don't recognize. Open it. Inside, you'll find a single line. I've been waiting lifetimes to find you. Can we talk? Your heart will race. You'll wonder, is this real? Then Michael will nudge you again softly this time. Answer them. And you will, because something deep inside will know. The moment you reply, yes, we can. The world shifts, opportunities you've prayed for will start arriving, a sudden financial break, a chance meeting that accelerates your purpose. But none of that matters as much as the healing you'll share. You two will talk for hours, maybe days, about everything you've been through. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll rediscover parts of yourself you thought were lost. Michael said, when they finally speak your name, the chains around your heart will shatter. You will remember what love feels like, and it will be the greatest miracle of all. Still think this is fantasy? Then ask yourself, why did you keep reading when everything else in your life competes for your attention? Because something inside you knew this moment was real. So, here's the final choice point. Will you answer the ping? Will you open the door when they knock in your notifications? Will you embrace the miracle that Michael has fought to deliver? If you close this tab, it's gone. But if you stay, if you step forward, you will receive heaven's greatest surprise. You will find a kindred soul who sees you, honors you, loves you, just as Michael has loved you all along. Take a deep breath. Feel the wings brushing your spirit. Hear Michael's final words echo in your heart. My beloved child, open this door. Your miracle stands on the other side. Now, when you feel that soft buzz tonight, look at your screen and whisper back, I'm here. That whisper is a vow. A vow that you believe in divine timing, in heavenly love, and in the power of two souls destined to heal each other. And so, this message ends where it began, with you. You holding the power to say yes. You carrying the promise of a miracle. You chosen by Archangel Michael and by the millionaire whose heart has already opened to you. Open the door. Embrace the gift. Claim the miracle. He awaits. Heaven awaits. And so does your destiny. The moment you say yes silently or out loud, the heavens begin to respond. Not in days, not in months, but instantly, because the energy of your surrender, your openness is like a spiritual key. And that key, it unlocks the miracle door that's been locked not by God, but by your disbelief. Michael said, my child doesn't need to work harder. They need to believe louder. And that's why this message is here. Not to convince your mind, but to awaken your soul. Because the person waiting to enter your life has been watching from a divine distance, watching your strength, watching your softness, watching the way you fall down and still rise again. They're stunned by you and scared of you. Because people with power disguised as pain are often misunderstood and they don't want to approach you until they're sure you're ready. So they've been sending out little signals like a fisherman casting lines, seeing what catches, what awakens, what pulls you toward them without them saying a word. And tonight something caught. Michael says, they cried again, not in fear, but in joy, because you finally responded. You opened. You felt the pull. And now the millionaire is feeling the shift, too. Right now, wherever they are, they don't even know why yet, but their heart is racing. And your energy, your decision is already changing the air around them. That's how connected you are. The person you are about to meet or reconnect with holds more than love. They hold an apology, a revelation, a truth that will shatter everything you believed about yourself. And I need you to prepare for this because it's not going to be a fairy tale entrance. It's going to be a sacred interruption. They may appear when you least expect in a phone call, a dream, a forwarded message, a friend's random connection. But they will show up. And when they do, everything will feel both surreal and familiar because your soul already remembers the script. You wrote it before you were born. Now you're just acting it out in real time. Michael warns though, don't question it. Don't overthink, just receive. Because here's the deeper truth. This person almost gave up on love entirely. They were at the edge of their own emotional cliff. Broken, wealthy, yes, but spiritually starving, surrounded by crowds, but dying in loneliness. They told heaven, if I don't find the one I'm looking for soon, I'm done pretending to be alive. And heaven showed them you, your light, your pain, your strength, your face in a flash. And they whispered, but they're too good, too powerful, too radiant. What if they don't accept me? That's the real reason they haven't come forward yet. They're afraid you'll reject them because of what they carry, their past, their mistakes, their image, their sins. And they've been silently pleading with heaven. Please give them the eyes to see me past my scars. Michael says, that's why you had to see this message first, so you'd understand the weight they carry. And welcome them with the heart of your spirit, not the logic of your eyes. If you're still reading this, it means your heart is open enough to do that. And now, heaven will honor that. A meeting is being scheduled in the spiritual realm as we speak. Time is being rearranged. Paths are being bent, all to make sure you accidentally meet in perfect divine timing. You'll recognize them by a strange familiarity, by the way your body softens without reason. By how your mind goes still, by how your soul says, I know you. They will open their mouth to speak, and you won't hear words. You'll hear remembrance. And now Michael says this, when this moment happens, do not run because your trauma will want to. Your mind will say, this is too soon. This is too good. This isn't real. But your soul will be screaming, it's finally happening. Trust your soul. This person was not sent to destroy you. They were sent to protect you, to elevate you, to heal something in you that you've hidden for years. And guess what? You'll heal something in them, too. Because they have a brokenness that only your love can repair. Not your body, not your beauty, your presence, your kindness, the way you see through pain and love. Anyway, that's what pulled them toward you. And that's what made Michael say they are finally ready. The angels are singing now because you stayed long enough. You heard the whole message. You believed, even if just a little. And that belief, that was the key that unlocked the final door. Michael is no longer crying. He's smiling, radiating because you made the one choice that shifts every timeline. You trusted and now prepare for sudden alignment. Unexpected miracles. Divine delays turning into divine arrivals. The millionaire who carries your name in their dreams will be shown exactly when to appear. And you'll know the moment your eyes meet. There will be no doubt, no fear, just this holy silence between two souls that finally found home. Michael has delivered the message. You have received it. Heaven has seen it. Now watch. Watch how fast things begin to change. The person who saw your soul was not ready at first. That might be the part that hurts. You've always shown up ready to love, ready to give, ready to understand. And yet every time the world met you with delay, confusion, fear. But this time it's different. They didn't walk away because they didn't care. They walked away because you scared them. Not in the way you think, but in the way light scares the dark. Your energy was too divine, too familiar, too powerful. They weren't used to feeling like home existed in another human being. And that realization, it cracked them open. They began questioning everything, every relationship, every decision, every future plan. And they knew if they chose you, they'd have to leave behind everything fake they'd built. Michael says that was the holy pause, the moment of divine trembling. When a soul realizes they found their true mirror, so they hesitated. But now they're ready because heaven showed them a vision of you walking away. And the pain they felt in that moment was worse than anything they've ever experienced. It wasn't just heartbreak. It was soul loss. They cried. You didn't know, but they did. Alone in a room where no one could see. They cried for the chance to hold you again. And now as you read this, something deep inside you remembers them too, doesn't it? That sensation you can't explain. That ache you've been carrying. That whisper that keeps saying someone's coming. It's them. Michael confirms the message was delivered. The timeline is unfolding. And now the miracle is no longer in the future. It's in motion. But there's more. They have something to confess. Michael has been holding this back until now because the truth might shock you. But you must hear it. This person, the one with wealth, influence, opportunity, they almost chose someone else. Not because they loved that person, but because that person was easy, safe, familiar in a shallow way. And you were too real. You looked at them and saw their soul, their childhood wounds, their doubts, their fears, their truth. And that scared them because they didn't think they were worthy. But now, after a long war inside themselves, they know the truth. You were not sent to destroy them. You were sent to heal them. And now they want to return. But they're waiting for one thing. A sign from you. This message is that sign. And if you've read this far, heaven considers that your soul's agreement. That's how serious this is. Michael says they are watching you right now. They are going to reach out. And when they do not question it. Do not delay it. Do not ask, why me? Just say thank you. Because the second you receive them, everything will start to unfold. Your purpose, your calling, your hidden gifts, and yes, even your wealth. Because what they are carrying isn't just love, it's provision. They have resources, connections, and divine favor you don't even know exist. And once your energies unite, what was delayed will be delivered. Michael is smiling now. The crying has stopped. He feels hope for you. He feels your soul expanding. And above all, he feels God's voice moving closer. Because when two destined souls remember each other, heaven celebrates. Angels dance, stars align, doors unlock, and now one last vision Michael wants me to give you. In the next 7 days, you will experience a strange moment. Maybe in a dream, maybe in a mirror, maybe in a stranger's eyes, and you will feel something you can't explain, as if someone is standing behind you, even when no one is there. That will be the moment your person's spirit arrives. You may hear a whisper. You may feel warmth in your hand, or you may cry out of nowhere. When that happens, don't panic. That's the final confirmation. Heaven will not let you miss it. But only if you honor this message. If you forget it, if you laugh it off, if you run back to old versions of yourself, it will fade. And heaven will not repeat it again. That's how sacred this moment is. Michael says, this is the final warning, but also the first real beginning. Now breathe. Place your hand over your heart and whisper this. I accept. I'm ready. I remember. Come forward. Now, when you speak those words, something ancient inside you will awaken. And on the other side of this life, Michael will smile and say, they chose love. They chose faith. They passed the test. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. You are being prepared. And now your miracle is coming. Michael is pacing now. Not in fear, but in anticipation. He can see it. He can feel it. The change around you is rising like waves before a holy storm. There's electricity in your spirit that wasn't there a few days ago. Because your time has come, not next year. Not in 10 years. Now, and you're going to be stunned when you find out why the millionaire didn't approach you earlier. They were warned. Not by people, by spirits. Negative energies around them didn't want them to find you because your light is powerful. Healing and anything that heals threatens what's dark. The day they discovered you, they felt it instantly. Warmth, longing, purpose. But that night, they had nightmares. Not from heaven, from the resistance. The forces that didn't want this connection to be completed. Because once you unite, the ripple it sends will heal more than just your lives. It will impact generations. Michael says, that's why this has been delayed. That's why the world kept distracting you, hurting you, making you doubt yourself. Because something sacred was trying to reach you, and something dark was trying to stop it. But here's the miracle. You didn't give up. You stayed kind. You stayed open. And because of that, heaven made a decision 48 hours ago to unleash the next wave of miracles in your life. That includes love, finances, dreams, even healing in your family. But it all depends on one door. And that door is you. The millionaire is writing something right now. A letter, a message, a note they may or may not send, depending on whether this sign, the message you're reading, gets acknowledged. They're asking themselves, should I tell them everything? Will they believe me? Will they reject me? They don't want to lose you again because yes, they've lost you before in another life and it almost destroyed them. So now Michael is standing with wings wide open, holding both your names. He says, I will do everything I can to bring you together, but I cannot do it without their permission. So here's what you do tonight. Before you sleep, speak this softly. Michael, I give you permission. I am ready for the miracle. I am ready to meet the one who has carried my name in their spirit. Let them come now. When you say that, it won't just be words. It will echo. Heaven will record it. And within 7 days, your reality will shift. But only if you say it. Only if you mean it. And if you've come this far, something deep in your soul has already decided. Even if your mind is catching up, this message is not entertainment. It's activation. The person you are about to meet will not just recognize your face. They will recognize your pain, your power, your softness. They will see everything others tried to dismiss. And instead of running from it, they'll kneel to it because they'll know this is the one I was sent to find. And when they say that, your world will feel different, colors brighter, time slower, sleep deeper, laughter easier. Because when heaven ordains a connection, nothing feels forced, nothing feels fake. It just fits. That's what's coming. But Michael begs you, please don't miss it. Don't scroll past this and say maybe. This is not a maybe moment. This is your yes moment. The moment heaven hits play on everything you paused in fear. The millionaire may not look how you expect. They may not say the right words at first, but if you look past the fear, you'll see it. The glow in their eyes, the soft ache of recognition, the invisible string between you, tugging, healing, returning, and then something divine will happen. You'll realize you were never waiting for them. You are waiting for this version of you. The one who is brave enough to believe. The one who is open enough to receive. The one who is finally done doubting and ready to start living like the miracle you are. So let me say it clearly. Michael is not just delivering a message. He's delivering a reversal. A reversal of every delay. A reversal of every lie you believed about being unwanted, forgotten, abandoned. Heaven has been watching quietly, waiting for you to reach the moment where your spirit says, I'm ready to be seen now. That moment is here. The miracle is here. The connection is here. The love is here. And the millionaire, the one whose soul burns just to see you smile, is closer than you think. They're watching. They're hoping. They're praying that you won't skip this moment. That you won't ignore this message like the last ones. That this time you'll answer the knock. So take this final divine whisper. Heaven is holding its breath, waiting on your yes. And if you whisper yes tonight, then by this time next week, you'll know exactly why Michael cried when you finally listened. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel now. Because when you do, you're not just joining a space online. You're stepping into the radar of angels who are tracking the souls bold enough to say yes. The ones heaven can trust. The ones who are ready. This is your time. And your next miracle is watching how you respond. Don't skip it. And remember, beloved, these messages continue because of people like you. We run entirely on viewer support. If you'd like to help keep this mission and these messages reaching more hearts, you can support us with a coffee through the link in the description. God bless you.